Hi everyone, and welcome back. It's been a while since I posted here, and I felt this was the right moment to return because we are in the middle of something very powerful. We're in the middle of the eclipse portal. Now, if you're not someone who follows astrology, don't worry. You don't need to know the details to understand what's happening. The eclipse portal is simply the time between two eclipses. In this case, we've had a solar eclipse in Pisces last weekend, and we will have an upcoming lunar eclipse in Virgo next weekend. And historically, eclipses have always been linked to big turning points, both collectively and personally. Energetically, often people feel things shifting during this time, even if they don't know why. Emotions come up, old memories resurface, and we get clarity on what needs to change. So, what does it mean that we're moving between Pisces and Virgo? In a birth chart, and in the sky, these are opposite signs, and they represent two very different energies that, whether, as I said, we are aware of astrology or not, we feel them in our lives regardless. The Pisces energy is about intuition, dreams, and the unseen. It represents the flow of life. It represents our subconscious mind and our capacity to surrender. It represents our compassion. Virgo, on the other hand, is about structure, clarity, and order. It rules routines, habits, health, and the way we organize our daily lives. There's much more to Pisces and Virgo, but this is just a snapshot. So, this portal is really asking us, how do we balance surrender with structure? How do we take the dreams of Pisces and make them real through the discipline of Virgo? Even if you don't use these words in your own life, you probably feel this tension between wanting to trust the flow and also needing to have a plan, between listening to your intuition and making it practical. Well, how is that going to work? And eclipses often bring what's hidden underneath, really deep down, they bring it to the surface. And this one in particular is highlighting old wounds, fears, addictions, old patterns of behavior that we've carried for far too long, maybe lifetimes. Maybe for you that looks like getting caught in people pleasing and then feeling resentful, or reaching for a glass of wine, or scrolling endlessly on your phone to avoid uncomfortable emotions. It might look as staying in relationships, in jobs or routines that you know deep down they don't serve you, but that feels safe because they're familiar. And you'll find out soon that that's exactly what our brain is wired to do. It might it might feel like feeling anxious and perfectionistic, even though part of you knows you're ready for more ease in your life. So these patterns aren't random. They live in our subconscious mind, the part of the mind that science tells us shapes up to 95% of our daily reality. So, if you've been feeling stirred up or noticing these patterns more strongly, It's not just you. It's the subconscious rising to the surface, asking to be healed. And this is what an energy is. This is the energy that we are swimming in at the moment. Adding to all this, Saturn, the planet of discipline, responsibility, and structure, has retrograded back into Pisces. And retrogrades simply mean a planet appears to be moving backwards from our perspective here on Earth. Symbolically, this is about revisiting the past. So, with Saturn in Pisces, the sign of the past, right now, many of us are being asked to look back at the ways we've avoided reality or the ways our fears and illusions have held us back from living the dream of our lives. And this is actually a gift. Saturn gives us the discipline to finally release those patterns and build something stronger, build a strong foundation for the future. It's like we're being asked, what am I ready to stop carrying so I can finally move forward? This is where some of the work that I do comes in. And I'm talking here in particular about hypnotherapy. Because hypnotherapy really connects to this moment. Hypnotherapy is the therapeutic process that helps you access your subconscious mind, that 95% that usually runs in the background like a software, running the way you brush your teeth in the morning, maybe the which shoe you put first for when you put your shoes in the morning. And hypnotherapy is a safe, relaxed state where you're fully aware and in control, but your mind is open to change at a much deeper level. And that's why hypnotherapy creates lasting transformation. Instead of just managing symptoms, we go straight to the root of an issue. For example, through hypnotherapy, I've supported people with releasing addictions like smoking and emotional eating, overcoming phobias like the fear of flying or public speaking. In hypnotherapy, we can also work through anxiety and stress, finding calm where once there used to be overwhelm and panic attacks. We can heal patterns of perfectionism, of procrastination, or self-sabotage, which is all the issues relating to the upcoming eclipse in Virgo that we will experience next weekend. We can work on building confidence, self-trust, and the ability to move forward with clarity. All of these are expressions of the subconscious holding on to what feels familiar, even when it's not what we truly want. Because that's how our brain is wired from a long time ago. You've probably heard of the flight or fight response, where we either fight the tiger that comes out of the bush or we run away. And this eclipse portal is amplifying these patterns. So it's the perfect time to do this kind of work, this kind of clearing the slate so that we can finally move forward. So here's the bigger picture. This eclipse portal is not here to punish us if that's what it feels to you when all of these triggers come up. It's here to show us what's been hidden, what's been running in the background, so that we can finally release it and step into alignment. And this is where awareness, I think it's everything. When we become aware of a pattern, whether through reflection, whether through astrology or hypnotherapy, that awareness is the first step to transformation. That's why I created a free grounding ritual. It's a very simple practice that can help you slow down, reconnect, and stay present with yourself. It takes 5 minutes a day, and it's all down to your breathing, to slowing down and noticing it. Because when you're grounded and aware, you can actually choose differently, not from the old wounds or old fears or old patterns. So if this resonated with you, I invite you to check out the links in the description. You'll find the free grounding ritual there, as well as details about my one-to-one hypnotherapy sessions, whether online or face-to-face here in the south of England in the UK. I'd love to support you moving through this eclipse portal with clarity and compassion. And if you found this helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need it. Even just hearing these things help us become aware of them, and then we can move forward more easy. So let me know, what patterns are you ready to release during this eclipse season? Because it's a really powerful one. It's the last time for the next few months when we can really let go of everything that has been keeping us stuck from the past, maybe lifetimes of being stuck into certain patterns or fears and wounds, in order to move forward when the energy will move forward early next year with a lot more clarity, with alignment, in the most authentic way for us. So thank you for being here. Subscribe, as I said, it helps this message reach more people. And I wish you the easiest eclipse portal that you can have. Blessings to all of you.